Hi, Cancer. Thank you for being here. Today, we are going to look at May 12th, 2025, the full moon in Scorpio. We'll look at Cancer, sun, moon, and rising with specific messages for each. We'll look at numerology and astrology and the tarot cards, and we'll end the reading with advice for your sign. In the description box, I have links to meditations for each of these tarot cards I drew for you today. So let's start off with numerology, and the number for that day is 8. And the number 8 is energy of mastery, manifestation, and personal power. For sensitive, intuitive Cancer, the number 8 says, feel your feelings, then own your power. You've been second-guessing your worth, wondering if you're too much or not enough. But today, you take back the pen and rewrite the story. Maybe you set a bold boundary, apply for something out of your league, or simply say, I matter too. That's the 8 in action. Let's look at astrology. And the full moon lights up your 5th house of creativity and romance and joy and self-expression. It's a passionate, emotional moment, inviting you to release fear around being seen, loved, and heard. So, we'll start with Le Sun. Move you up. Whoop, not so much. Get this one back. Okay, so Sun in Taurus. That's your 11th house. That's community and hopes and networks. And your dreams are blossoming, but only if you're willing to share them. You may find support in unexpected places. So here's an example. A friend connects you to someone who wants to hire you, or you post your art and it gets attention from someone important. The moon is in Scorpio. That's your 5th house. That's your pleasure and romance and expression. So big emotions around love and fun and creativity. Vulnerability is your superpower now. An example, you cry while listening to a song that reminds you of someone you miss, and then you write your best poem in years. Just an example, but be creative. Mercury in Taurus, that's your 11th house. That's thoughtful sharing. So it speaks of dreams, and people want to hear you. But don't rush. Take your time to craft something meaningful. So for example, you write a slow, thoughtful DM or email, and it opens a big door for you. And then we got Venus, and Venus is in Aries, and that's your 10th house. That's career and reputation. So you're attractive to the right people now. Say yes to this attention. So an example is a boss or a mentor notices you're glowing lately and wants to collaborate, or someone finally compliments your leadership. Mars. Mars is in Aries at your 10th house. That's bold goals. So that's career fire. You might feel pressure to level up. Good. Just don't burn out. So an example is you set a deadline for yourself and then surprise everyone, even yourself, by crushing it. And the tarot cards. We have the Knight of Emotions. And the Knight of Emotions is the Knight of Cups. And that's romance and dreams and invitations. So this is the poet. This is the dreamer. This is the heart-led messenger. Something or someone is arriving with an emotional offer, or you are being asked to make one. So follow your heart, even if your head says, wait. So for example, you get a flirty message, or a sweet compliment, or an unexpected emotional confession. You might say how you feel to a crush, or a friend, or even to yourself. So the advice is say yes to softness. Don't let criticism win, whether you're falling in love or falling into a creative project. The Knight says, lead with heart. And this sideways card, that's the Muse of Inspiration, which is also the King of Wands. And that talks about confidence and boldness and vision. And this is a powerful creative leader who takes up space unapologetically. You have the charisma. Now use it with intention. It's time to step into your authority, even if you're scared of being too much. So an example, you finally speak up in a meeting and your idea changes the whole direction. Or you show up on stage or social media or at an event looking amazing and radiating confidence. So here's your advice. You're allowed to shine. You're allowed to lead. The world wants your fire, not your apology. And then you get the Eight of Swords. Which is the Eight of Voices, Eight of Swords. And that's mental traps and limiting beliefs. And so you're not as stuck as you think. You're just stuck in your own mind. This card shows self-doubt, fear of failure, and stories that no longer serve you. The way out? It's a perspective shift. So for example, you feel paralyzed by overthinking. I can't do it. They'll reject me. I'm not ready. You like my voice? But the only thing stopping you is fear. You wait for a sign when what you really needed was courage. So here's your advice. Take one small action. Fear fades when you move. You don't need a perfect plan, just a brave first step. So, how this day is going to affect Cancer Sun, Moon, and Rising. So Cancer Sun, your emotional depth is your magic today, but don't hide behind it and share it. You might write a heartfelt letter or a song and someone cries when they read it. The Knight of Cups opens hearts when you open yours. Cancer Moon, you may feel emotionally trapped, caught between wanting more and fearing rejection. So you may want to reach out to someone, but old wounds say, what if they don't care? The Eight of Swords says fear is talking, not your truth. Cancer Rising, the world is watching and it likes what it sees, but you might hesitate to take the stage. An example, you're offered a leadership opportunity, but you stall. The King of Wands says, rise up. You're not just ready. You were born for this. So here's a summary of the day for Cancer. May 12th is an emotional masterpiece for you. This full moon stirs up longing, your leadership, and your old limiting beliefs. The tarot cards tell a story of emotional intention. The Knight of Cups brings a romantic and creative invitation. Follow it. The King of Wands says, you're ready to lead. Own it. The Eight of Swords shows the only thing in your way is the story you keep repeating. So here's the real life takeaways for you, Cancer. Open your heart, even if it feels scary. Say yes to leadership. Say yes to romance or creative passion. Take one brave step to free yourself from an old fear. Here's the advice for this day. You are soft and powerful, tender and fierce. Don't let fear keep you small when your soul was built to love, to lead, and to create. The full moon wants your full light, not your half-hearted hiding. Say what you feel, step into your fire, and watch what magic follows. Wow, Cancer. Thank you for being here. And I hope to see you in another reading.